Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Black Waves. I am your DM, GM, storyteller, whichever you would like to call me, Forgotten Dreams, and I am joined by a lovely cast of people. Starting off with Ellen.
Hello, I'm Ellen.
And she will be playing Senna Thunderhall. And next up, we have Cybermama.
Hello, I'm Cybermama. I'm playing Sasha Oak River, and I'm a failing swashbuckler rogue.
Yarr. And last but not least, we have Wade.
I'm Wade. I play the best Kobold Ranger Dash with his good buddy and war beast Nash.
Woo! All right. Bringing us up with a recap of what happened last time on the Black Waves is going to be Cybermama for this episode.
Okay. Last episode we we decided to leave our home, and that was not long after a disaster hit. We decided to head on out towards the Dwarves because that would be the best way for us to find a ship, and head for the Heart, which we need to get back to the Feywilds. And in our trek out into the wilderness, heading towards the Dwarves, we ran across some particularly bad baddies who we had a heck of a time fighting. We spent most of the episode in a colossal fight, which we were lucky to survive with our lives intact. And now that we are all sweaty and wounded and licking our wounds, we are wondering whether or not this was just a coincidence or if they were somehow tracking us back to our town.
All right. So that's where we come in as the group is finishing cleaning themselves off and making their way away from the site of the battle, or looting. It's up to you.
I mean, they're a bunch of bones. Would they really have anything useful?
Can't hurt to check.
I definitely will be scavenging to see if I can find anything.
All right, go ahead and let's see here. Make me investigation checks.
First roll of the day. Oh my, I don't see anything.
Dash will throw in his eyes. They're probably not very good.
Okay.
Better than everybody else's.
Good to know. Among the bodies, you managed to find 40 arrows. You also managed to find a scroll of Misty Step. And among the collected gold purses available to you, 35 gold pieces.
Okay. So
Beyond that, there are plenty of rusted swords and bows that have seen many years of use, as well as one set of a torn black cloak.
Nothing there sounds particularly useful to Dash, so if you want to claim him, you can. Give him his share of gold. He'll consider that fair. Okay, that's fine by everyone then?
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright. So what, that's 35 gold divided 3 ways. It's like 11 gold a person. 11.
Close enough.
Who's gonna care if we just leave a few coppers in the battlefield?
Okay. With that, you finish up collecting what goods there are to collect from the battlefield, and you're free to continue onward. And I do
All right.
believe that the last plan was to head into the mountains.
Are
Indeed,
we going to
seeking the
stop
dwarves.
and rest first, or for a long rest? Can we stop for a long rest first? Because I'd hate to run across anything else with my current hit points.
I mean, Nash is kind of hurt, so Dash will be fine with that, even though Dash is unscathed from that fight.
I have 2 spell slots left. I can cast a couple of heals. What time of day is it?
It's midday at this point.
Okay. Well, I can cast a couple of minor heals to get us a little bit of traveling time in before we camp, if we want. Or I'll heal it either way. 1 for Nash and 1 for Sasha. 15
Thank you.
for Nash and 12 for Sasha.
It's much appreciated.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Well, let's get going.
Okay. You all pack up, get your things together, resaddle your mounts, and you are greeted by Timo, who pokes his head out of from behind the trees that you initially hid behind. Safe, sound, untouched by the battle that ensued. And you go ahead and head out. Bit of clarification for the mountain paths. Which mountain path were you guys taking? You had the mountain path that takes you...
One that went to the Tanu was the one to check in if any of our contract work that we had finished up had bore fruit.
Okay. So you begin making your way towards that particular mountain pass itself, and after several hours of travel, you eventually find yourself at the foothills of the mountain, seeing the main trail itself lit up on either side by these glowing purple runes, dwarven runes to be particular. And I'll bring you guys over to the mountain visual. There we go. So, as you begin to make your way over the glowing dwarven road, essentially, into the mountains itself, as you finally reach sort of maybe 3 hours from dusk, you crest over the first mountain and can see that the road itself begins to lead down into the valley before disappearing into a deep, thick fog.
Oh boy.
So this is the fog that was over the sea, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, and what time like the present?
You continue
we-
onward, and I would like Nash to go ahead and make me a Constitution saving throw, and then roll 1 for Timo. He's going to have a +3.
Oh, Timo.
Still cold.
Timo will also have advantage.
Oh, Nash, why?
Sorry, did you say a Constitution?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
all
I
it
guess I
has.
can just look and see what. Oh, Timo.
It was only just
Oh.
our mounts needed because we have a thermosuit.
So he got an 11.
Yeah. It's not long
He's a mountain
after...
goat.
Go ahead.
He's a mountain goat.
Yeah, that's why he had advantage on this.
Oh.
So it doesn't take long after breaking the barrier of this fog or mist, whichever you would like to call it, that maybe about a good 5 minutes into the travel, you notice that your mounts are beginning to slow, and All of your mounts at this point are at half speed.
Great.
Poor Timo.
And Desh, this is where I would like you to make me a survival check at disadvantage to try and find the path that leads to the cavern that takes you to the Tanu.
I will give some inspiring bardic words
It's
for
not lit up.
Dash to find the path.
The roadway that you're on that has the purple glowing dwarven runes on either side of it is not the path itself that you took to the city of the Tanu. In fact, when you first came over these mountains, you traveled on this road for a while before, when you finally reached into the valley, you broke off to seek shelter due to the unnerving cold, which is when you found that cave initially that led you to the Tanu. So now it's a matter of trying to find that cave again in a thick fog.
Alright, so survival with a D8 on top of it. So
At disadvantage.
19, 23. Hey.
That's not bad. So, you break off of the main trail and begin heading for where you roughly remember the cave to be. And after maybe a good 30 minutes of travel, you eventually do find a cave. But you notice that you haven't found one cave, you found three. 3 different tunnels.
Okay. Trying to think if there was anything like super obvious about the last time we were at the tunnel.
Can we figure out which tunnel it was? Which cave?
Go ahead and make me a history check, everybody.
Oh, smart. That's not my thing. Never mind.
Nope.
I have a memory for terrain.
You know for a fact that you didn't come to 3 caves the first time you found the Tanu.
Great, so we're still in the wrong spot. My survival check failed.
No, you should be in the right place.
Do any of these caves, upon close inspection, look recent?
Go ahead and make me nature checks.
Again, fucking intelligence.
So not
There
good
it
at
is.
that. Well, that was okay.
Good at brains, but not nature. Nature still feels like it should not.
What do you think nature should be, Wade?
Wisdom.
Wisdom? I was about to say. Yeah, I would actually agree that nature should be under wisdom, but unfortunately it's under intelligence. So, 15 being your highest. No. 15 being your highest score that you guys made. None of them seem man-made.
That doesn't mean they weren't recently made.
Unable to acquire that information at this time.
I'll check around to see if I can figure out any clues as to which one looks older.
Okay. Investigation check from Sasha.
Oh,
Whoa, Sasha.
It's clear to you at this point, Sasha, that the oldest of this of these caves must be the central one.
I think it might be the one in the center. It looks the oldest. What do you guys think?
Sounds good to me. I trust your judgment.
Actually, hang on. On the off, is it like howling wind right now, or is it like very still?
There's
a bad snowstorm.
There's a light wind that every once in a while causes a whistling noise in your ear. But other than that, relatively calm.
If I were to walk into each cave for like a decent distance so it gets kind of quiet, could I listen for mechanical spiders?
You could try that, yes. So you go ahead and you get off of Nash because it's not going to be possible for you to be on top of Nash while you go into one of these caves. He can come in with you. It's just
At
not.
the very least, I want him in a cave because my boy's
Yeah.
cold, and I think I want to get him out of the wind at the very least.
So which cave do you choose first?
Well, I'm banking that the right is going to be right.
Okay. You go ahead and you go in the right caveway, and as you step inside, there is a bit of warmth that you feel from the biting cold no longer being at your neck and on your face. As you step inside, go ahead and make me a perception check.
On dice, get your shit together.
21. No mechanical spiders. It's dark, rocky. The floor is rather smooth, but no mechanical spiders.
Okay, let's move to the middle tunnel.
Okay, you move to the middle tunnel. As you make your way inside, a similar feeling of the cold no longer biting at your neck and face, but then you're... Wait. You turn around. Where is everyone?
Is there there's no opening back the way I'm looking?
There's an opening. It's just none of your party are standing there.
Walk back out.
Walk back out. Nothing.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to the right tunnel where I know I left Nash.
Okay. You go inside of the right tunnel. There's Nash. You can now hear the sound of Timo and the other animals sort of scraping away at their hooves.
Like in the tunnel?
Outside of the tunnel.
Getting back outside the tunnel?
You look back outside. There's your party members.
Okay, Dash is very weirded out, but he's gonna go to the left tunnel quick.
Okay, you go within the left tunnel. The floor is a bit more uneven than the other three tunnels, but still, once again, no more mechanical spider sounds.
My party there.
Still there.
Okay, Dash would come back out to the party, and so left tunnel, rocky, uneven, kind of feels like natural tunnel. Right tunnel, smooth and more worn, perhaps from travel from people. Middle tunnel is strange. It makes you disappear.
Makes who disappear?
I went in tunnel, came out, could not see you. Did you see me come out of the middle tunnel?
Mm-mm.
Did we?
You don't remember him going in the middle tunnel at all. He just stood at the
don't-
entrance to the right tunnel.
I don't remember seeing you go in there at all. You think it's something magical?
Something. And Dash would approach the middle tunnel again. If I not move, shake me out.
All right. You approach the middle tunnel. You breach the precipice of it and turn around, and there are your friends.
So then walk inside the middle tunnel again and listen for strangeness.
Which one? Sorry.
The middle.
Yeah.
That's the
so-
strange one right now.
Yeah, you walk in there and listen. Perception check.
These dice.
There's a slight sound of dripping water further back in the tunnel.
If I look around, is my party there?
I walk into the middle tunnel and listen.
Okay, you walk into the middle tunnel, and you can go ahead and make me a perception check. 19. You hear the sound of dripping water, and sort of almost muffled by that, it sounds like a light scratching noise.
I hear a light scratching noise. Do you hear that?
Hear it?
You guys need help in there?
There's dripping water and a light scratching noise.
You see me out here still?
Do I see her?
She's out there.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
see ya.
Ash is going to return to the right tunnel for Nash.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go back out with him.
Okay, you both head out and you make your way to the right tunnel. You find Nash within. Senna, you watch as they make their way into the right tunnel and then vanish.
I will yell for them.
No response.
Do we hear her?
No.
Does my internet work in the tunnel?
No.
All right. Is the tunnel dark?
Yes, all of them are dark.
Do I see anything happening in the tunnel now that fucking strangeness is happening?
Nash is scratching his bum.
That's not strange. That's natural.
Okay, I turn around and look for Senna.
Nothing. Just
You know what?
Where'd Senna go?
There was fucking spiders that come to check us beforehand. Desh is gonna pull out his pistol and he's just gonna fire. Tell Sasha you have to get out of the tunnel, and then shuttle Nash out of the tunnel.
Okay, I do that.
Okay, and the two of you walk out of the tunnel to a empty white landscape.
Desh is gonna turn towards the tunnel we just left, and with no one in the tunnel, like in the thing covering his ears with like the shoulder pinch in the hand, I'm just gonna start I'm just gonna shoot off my pistol in there to make a giant boom.
Okay.
Very least, if we make a big enough ruckus, spiders will probably come.
There's the crack of Desh's gun from within the tunnel, Sasha, and you turn around and you watch as he slowly fades out of existence like a heat wave.
Oh, okay. There is some really weirdness happening here.
Desh,
Yeah.
you watch as the bullet ricochets off of one of the walls further down the cave. Now you're hearing a dripping noise in this tunnel.
So a dripping noise that wasn't there originally is now here.
Mm-hmm.
Just want to look like up and around because I get the feeling there's something in these fucking tunnels that's moving from tunnel to tunnel trying to get a meal.
You look around, perception check.
14.
There is something moving on the ceiling. Dozens, something in fact. These tiny crustacean crab-like 8-legged small creatures that just move about. And they just
Are
shift
they-
every once in a while.
Natural or mechanical?
You can't tell from here. You'd have to get closer.
How big is this tunnel?
So the mouth of it is maybe 40 by 40 on each of the tunnels. Inside of this tunnel itself, the ceiling is a good 70 feet up.
Off giant tunnels, okay.
Since he disappeared, Nash and I are going to walk back into the tunnel. Is he there?
Okay, you walk back into the tunnel, nothing.
Dash? Hey, Dash?
Senna, you haven't heard anything in a while.
I'm not going in there. So I'm just going to wait and see what happens.
We are left for dead.
Okay. I am going to light
You hear
a...
down the tunnel. Boom, dong, ding, dong, boom. What's your AC?
Oh, shit.
It's 15.
Okay, you are suddenly hit by a large bullet from nowhere. And you take 17 points of
You
piercing
shot
damage.
Sasha!
Fuck off, I did.
Ah! 17 points?
Mm. As you watch the bullet ricochet off of one of the far walls, and then you suddenly feel this punch of force in your gut. And as you look down, there's a trail of blood and a hole about the size of your thumb in your stomach.
Motherfucker. Oh.
I guess if they don't come out in like 10 minutes, I'll probably start like idly throwing pebbles down the entrance of the cave to see what happens.
Okay, I'm coming out of the cave with Nash. And I'm going to drink a healing potion immediately.
All right, you make your way out of the cave with Nash. You drink a healing potion. There's Senna. Sasha appears suddenly out of thin air.
Hi, I won't throw pebbles at Sasha.
Ugh.
Hey, what's going on in there? You guys disappeared. Why are you covered in blood?
Dash disappeared, and somehow I got hit by one of his bullets or somebody's bullets. And now I need to take a healing potion. Like now.
Yeah, I used all my healing spells.
No, it's okay. I have a healing potion. Healing potions are what again?
What level of healing potion are you taking?
It's a normal healing
2d4
potion.
plus 2. Yeah. 2d4 plus 2 or 2d4 plus 4? Let me...
I think it's plus 4, but I never remember.
Yeah,
so
2d4
you
plus
got
4.
separated from Dash?
Yeah.
Okay. You watch as the wound slowly closes.
He just disappeared. And I think one of his bullets ricocheted and hit me.
Why is he firing off bullets in a cave?
Dash, you finally hear the sound of a yelp from the other end of the cave.
So the other end.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck it, I just walk through this fucking thing. I'm sick of this shit.
Okay. You walk through it. You're walking, and you're walking. And every once in a while you see the scar mark on either side of the cave from an impact of a bullet. And you're walking. And you're walking.
I didn't believe my bullet had this much fucking kinetic energy.
How long do you want to walk?
Well, at this point, it's a lost cause fallacy, so I guess I'm just gonna keep walking.
Okay, 4 hours later, you're still walking.
Alright, so
6
I starved
hours
death in this
later.
cave.
You're still walking.
I get it, I starved death in the cave.
8, 9, 10, 11.
Okay, I fucking turn around.
You turn around. You're not in the cave anymore.
Don't
You're
care
just
for your mind
surrounded
bullshit.
by fog.
Look at that smug little smile, Aaron. I give a
Dash
fucking
been in there
loud
for a while.
ass whistle.
No,
to get Nash.
it's been maybe a minute for you guys since Sasha has walked out of that cave.
I give a loud ass whistle.
Okay.
Looking for Nash.
You've got a loud whistle. Sasha, make me an animal handling check.
Okay, this is not gonna go well. Animal handling.
Just for the record, this is a come here, not a attack whistle.
15. Okay. You notice Nash begins to pull against you holding him his reins as if he wants to go into the fog back the way you came.
Oh, wait a minute.
He's slowly just dragging you along.
Hold on. Whoa there. Whoa.
What's going on?
He's trying to go where... Should I let him go?
Maybe we should go with him. Maybe he heard Dash. His
how
hearing is a lot
all of
keener
us
than ours.
go and not just me, so I don't get shot again.
Well, you could still get shot again, but okay, let's all go.
Timo, Nash, Sasha, on all make me an athletics check as suddenly you fall through the floor.
Oh my god.
Oh
Why are you
my
doing
makes
this to us?
No fucking sense. Where the fuck you put us in, Aaron?
Okay, me and Timo. Oh, we're both. We're
Okay.
both. No, bad things are happening to us.
Okay.
I don't know
What
what
happened?
fucking D tier SCP bullshit you're pulling from here, Aaron, but I don't like it.
You all
Did
take.
my athletics check not roll?
Did it not? Go ahead and roll another one.
Here we
Okay,
go.
there you go. So you take. You don't take any damage, Sasha. Senna, Timo, both take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as you fall for maybe about 10 feet, and then suddenly you're standing in snow again, outside of the caves.
What about my
And
horse?
you hear an irritated Desh behind you, and when you turn around, he's just staring off into the fog, like irritated, looking tired, and not paying attention to you guys. And Desh, finally you hear the sound of familiar claws digging into snow behind you. You turn around to see Nash dragging slowly Sasha with him towards you. And Sin is there on Timo.
So I turn around and I'm, facing the caves again?
You turn around and now you're facing the caves with the rest of the party in front of you.
I say city's lost cause. Let's just leave.
We need to get into the city.
There's no point. I don't understand this. This is not natural. Which I feel I should not be getting lost in this because I have a feature that explores through magic, but which is not a thing because everything in this world's magic is dead.
Let's all go to the left. The far left tunnel.
The left
Okay.
not work. The left I walk for hours.
No, you went into the right.
The same cave. That's all I'm gonna say. It's all the same fucking cave.
You weren't gone for hours.
You're no longer
You were
standing
only
in
gone
the mountains. You're
for
down
a
in the
few
desert.
minutes. Oh, what the hell?
Okay, can we see the desert entrance?
You can. Gate 3.
Okay, let's go to gate 3.
No, don't even bother because we're gonna get within 5 feet and then suddenly, you're back in the forest.
Let's just try.
Okay. You go over towards Gate 3. You approach. It's not opening as you stand there in front of the doors.
Like a call button that we have to hit, if I remember.
Last time you knocked.
Okay,
I knock.
fucking butt of the rifle, just.
Okay. You knock. And unlike last time, 3 black beads don't make their way out of the doorway to scan you before opening. Instead, the doorway just starts opening. And you can see the familiar paved road that leads into a large tunnel with a small, medium-sized door off to the right-hand side that leads to the
A
checkpoint.
small, medium-sized door.
Compared to the rest of the tunnel, it's small.
Okay, all right. So I go towards the check-in area.
Okay, you go towards the check-in area. Do the rest of you follow?
At this
Yeah.
point, no, I'm gonna keep walking. Gun out, because if someone's gonna be fucking here and explain things to me, they're gonna come fucking talk to me. I'm done with this shit. Just gonna walk into the city.
Okay. You all walk in, and the door opens. There's no one in the checkpoint, and the other door on the other side is open.
He's dead.
All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna, if you guys don't mind, I would like to take 10 minutes and ritual cast detect magic.
Okay.
Yeah. One.
I'm
yeah,
going
I think that's
You'll be
good.
teleported 14
Do
times by
that.
the time you're done.
You feel a strong magical presence surrounding you.
What
Kind of magic.
Illusionary.
Yeah.
Fucking
Okay.
horse.
If we want to take a long rest, I can cast dispel magic. I don't know if I'd be able to dispel this, but
Let's do that.
Unless we have no other fucking thing to deal with this.
Okay. You all settle down, settle in. You take a long rest. Eventually, the time passes, the 8 hours passes. You have your spells back. Everyone should be back up to full health.
Yeah.
You're still in the same place.
Okay.
And your pack animals are no longer exhausted, so they regain their full speed.
You want me to try to cast Dispel Magic?
Please.
I mean, I'll give it a whirl.
Okay. You go ahead and you cast Dispel Magic. Let's see here. What level do you cast it at?
Oh, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and cast it at level 4. That's the highest level spell I can cast. I'm
All right.
targeting the illusion.
Okay, make me a 10 plus. Let's see here. Actually, no, make me a.
Is it a cleric or a bard spell you're using?
Yeah.
It's a bard spell.
Okay, using your bard
charisma.
modifier of charisma, go ahead and make me a d20 roll.
Come on, we gotta get the 19.
Okay. All right. 17, not bad. So as you watch Senna finish casting Dispel Magic, everything disappears. And you're standing in front of a
Joy.
single tunnel in the snow, in the fog.
Thank God.
Immediately looking around to see what the fuck has the balls to try that.
Let's just go into the tunnel.
Make me
Sure.
a perception check.
Is Nash still freezing?
No.
Because if we've been in this tunnel the whole fucking time, we've been out in the cold. It's gonna keep fucking with us.
You're not sure. And you are all greeted by the light clicking sound of mechanical spiders.
Is my internet working?
Not in this part of the tunnel. It doesn't work until you get into the city.
Okay.
I wonder if that was some sort of a trap that wasn't here before because the magic was down, and now that the ley lines have been restored, it's back working.
Don't know.
I not know, I not care. I have headache, I want to sleep, then go to dwarves.
We should stop by our apartment and rest for a night. See if we can exchange some of this onyx black king's gold or whatever, and use that for some money in order to book passage with the dwarves.
You can hear the sound from further down the tunnel of several feet, as well as the sound of hooves.
Okay.
My gun leveled at it because I don't know what the fuck's going on anymore, so I'll be ready for being attacked.
You watch as eventually, from around the corner of the tunnel, an elderly man dressed in a heavy cloak with furs on it makes his way around the corner, and behind him a pack mule filled with supplies. And to either side of that pack mule are armed guards. Armed guards, one of you recognizes. Sasha.
Yes.
Those guards have the town sigil from Wingrove, and you're pretty sure you hired some guards to guard a caravan.
Oh, hey, wait a minute. Is that my caravan?
And you watch as the older gentleman kind of, as they get closer to all of you and they can see you clearly at this point, he raises an, "Hello, Madam Sasha, it's good to see you. Cinna is here too, and you, the illustrious Desh."
What goes
Hi.
on outside tunnel? Why everything not make sense?
Oh, that would be the fog that we're experiencing. Please, go on inside. I've just finished my trading deals. I'm on my way back to Windgrove now.
Will you find way back? Fog made us walk around for hours and not make anything happen.
We've figured that a 5th level Dispel Magic gets rid of the whole thing.
So how did we do for business?
Oh, quite well, my lady, quite well. The rest of the caravan is behind all of us.
Okay. Well, how did we do on coin?
I don't have exact numbers. It's somewhere in the hundreds.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, our town is devastated right now. We had a bit of a situation.
My.
Um, how about I'm going to go ahead and make sure that I can get some of that
Excuse me.
coin. So I'm going to go ahead and take 100 gold from you on your way back.
Can you just do that?
Yeah, it's my caravan.
Don't you have like bookkeeping?
My accountant's dead.
We have a personal accountant here with the caravan. You can log it in his book, madam.
Okay. So I take 100 gold.
Eventually, you watch as they bring most of the caravan out. And in total, there's about 12 mules and roughly about 30 guards and 4 traders who all make their way out of the tunnel. And
All right.
you watch as a bookish, sort of raggedy human makes his way towards you, and he has a large tome in his hands. I believe you're Sasha?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, and you're looking to retract gold from the caravan, huh?
Yeah, it's the caravan that
we
I
made
paid for.
875 so far on this trip, and you're looking to extract how much?
I'm just gonna extract 100, and I'm gonna see whether or not Tanu can exchange some of this onyx, these onyx coins that I've got here, that they call the King's Gold. For the rest of what I'm doing.
Okay. Well, that's in the city. I just handled the gold that you got.
Yeah, I understand.
I'm just wondering why you're telling me.
No, that's why I'm telling you. That's why I'm only taking 100.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, sign here. And you can see he's written in the ledger that you're extracting 100 gold, who it is, and there's a little place to do a signature.
I sign.
Okay. All right. It's in the books. He closes the tome. Says, well, Matthias, get the lady her gold. And you watch as one of the guards goes over to the 4th mule and opens up a small chest on the side and pulls out a sack of gold and hands it over to you.
All right, much appreciated. I'm glad you guys did some great business. That's fantastic. I know we're really going to need it back home. So be careful on your way back.
Always are. Always are. All right, let's get out of here, guys. And you watch as they start to get ready again, and they make their way out into the fog.
Okay, we head into the city.
Okay. You head past them and the last of the mules and guards. You make your way down the tunnel, and you can see the side tunnel where you initially first came into this tunnel. Empty and devoid of life. And further down the tunnel, now that you've come around the bend, 2 large mechanical spiders, their red eyes gleaming and staring directly at you as you make your way to the now open door at the end of the tunnel.
Okay, I pull out my card.
All right. As you finally get to the door, one of the spiders sort of steps in front of all of you and says, "Welcome to Tanu. before stepping out of the way.
Thank you. Happy to be back.
It does not respond.
Okay. We keep on going.
Okay. You make your way inside the doorway, and you're greeted by a familiar checkpoint and a familiar face. A gatehouse chief the last time you saw her. Gnomish woman who kind of just sits behind the desk and has a tome in front of her, and you can see that she has a computer to her left that she's typing at. Hi, hello. Oh, it's been a while. Hi. Last time I saw you guys, I was still in the military. Hi.
Hi.
Boy, you guys travel a lot.
Well, we
You
get
have to go
around.
places.
All right. Well,
You know, cave entrance here is cursed.
I mean, it's the
Magic.
fog outside, not the
Magic
cave
fog.
entrance.
Dash really didn't like that.
Huh. Anyways, so how can I help you?
We're coming in to stay at our apartment for the night and then heading back out.
Oh, okay. Any news on? It says here in the computer system that you've got a contract out with the city.
Yeah, we fulfilled all those.
Okay. Well, I'm sure you know where to go. Have fun.
Thanks.
There's a loud mechanical click as the other doorway opens, and you are met by the hustle and bustle of the new city.
Okay, as we go through the system to send our mounts to the farm, and go through the subways to get to our place, I'm going to go ahead and make the call to our contact to get back with them about the completion of our contract. Because our caravan was just leaving, that means they got their seaweed.
Okay. So you go ahead and make the call, and around the fourth ring, you finally hear an individual. Yeah, who is it?
Hi, how you doing? This is Sasha Oak River. We're back in the city, and we would just like to go ahead and collect on our contract because I noticed that my caravan was just leaving, so we know you got your seaweed.
What contract number is this?
I give him the contract number.
Oh, wow. You guys have been gone for a while. Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't recognize you initially. Okay. That's one of the contracts done. I have written down that you had another contract out.
Remind me what the other contract was?
Not at the office right now. It's gonna take me a couple hours to go find out exactly which one. I just have it here in my notes.
Okay. I remember fulfilling everything that we were asked to do, but I can't even remember off the top of my head. It's been such a while. It's been such a long time. If you could just text message me back that information, and I will get back with you whatever answer it was. I'm pretty positive we fulfilled everything.
Okay, I'll get back to you in about probably 6 or 7 hours when I get into the office.
Yeah, that's fine. We're heading on our way to our apartment, and we're gonna spend the night. So yeah, you can just call me much later.
Okay. Is there a Cinna Thunderhall and a Garen Hofflestoff with you?
Senna is with us. Garen is not with us,
Okay.
but Senna is. Would you like to speak to Senna?
Well, I wouldn't like to speak with her. It's just someone said that they. I have written in my notes here. Someone says they want to give her something. I don't know. I'll let you know once I get back to the office. Anyways,
Oh,
I'll text
okay.
you
Will
back.
do. Okay. Thanks a lot. Much
Anytime.
appreciated. While we're on our way, after they've taken our animals, I want to look up a shop for a repair of my. So, did my armor get messed up with the shot? Do I
You're
need to
fine
get
with that.
my?
It doesn't need to be
Okay.
repaired.
All right.
It has nanites in it that repair the seal on it.
Groovy.
Nanomachine, son.
Hmm.
Because I was afraid I was gonna have to get my armor repaired.
I don't know
All right.
why.
Yeah. There's
If you
a
take a hit, it's not
there
because
is
you.
a warning symbol sign or tag I should say on it that says don't step through magnetic fields.
Okie dokie. I'm sure I've looked that up to figure out what the heck that means.
Yeah.
And guys, do you want to get some dinner on the way home to our other home?
That's probably a good idea. I don't think we have any food there other than the vending machines.
Right. So I look up a local restaurant and I go ahead and order some food to be delivered.
Okay. You go ahead and order some food to be delivered, and it'll arrive at your apartment in 35 minutes.
Okay. Is that plenty of time for us to get there first?
I'd say you made the order when you guys were on the subway. So yeah.
We were on the subway. Yeah. Okay. And we should still have electricity because we haven't run it. We just paid for it,
Correct.
and we haven't run it. So we should have food by the time we get to the apartment. Oh my gosh, it has been a day. I think we all just need to rest and recoup and eat and sleep and take long baths, and then we can get ready to get on out of here again.
You guys finally arrive in the apartment, and the moment you step in, one of you goes ahead and puts your card in the slot so that the power actually comes on, and the lights come on in the apartment, and the TV turns on, and there's a National Geographic special on right now about horses.
Ooh,
Groovy.
that's thrilling.
All right. While that is going on, I think I would like to search the internet for things that have happened since we left.
You hear a loud ring through the apartment. It's been a while, but you think that was the doorbell?
Okay, I go to the door.
Okay, you go to the door and you open it up, and there's a dwarf there who's got a little bike by his side, and he starts taking bags of food off of his handlebars and says, "All right, you've already paid. Yeah, that's the Dom Sim for you. Here you go, and then
Awesome.
here you go. The rice, extra rice is in this bag, and there's some noodles in this bag, and then the chicken's in this bag."
Awesome. Hey, you know what? You're the first local dwarf I've met here.
Well, we normally
Okay.
stick to the south side of the city, but yeah.
We're actually heading towards your homeland in the north.
Oh,
Yosemite's from there.
Do you have any tips for us? We're trying to chart a ship. Do you have any
Oh,
tips?
you're trying to chart a ship. When it comes to dwarven ships, be used to the taste of your meal, having a diesely taste in there. They usually keep the food stocks next to the engines. So yeah. Other than that, I mean, got about 20 minutes before my next delivery. What do you want to know?
Is it expensive to chart a ship?
I mean, it can be. What you really want to do to cut down on the cost is maybe get a written note from one of the noble houses, preferably a naval house,
Yeah.
and that way they'll like either give you a pass to ride along, or they'll give you a discount at the harbor masters. Also, be prepared for like really cramped quarters.
Yeah, I hear ya. Hey, how do we get one of those letters?
Well, you kind of have to do a good deed for a noble house or be in their grace in some way. Or I wasn't really. And he kind of motions down to his delivery uniform in that circle. So that's just what I've heard.
Yeah, I know how you feel.
Hmm.
Yeah, the only one royalty here is over there.
Kind of looks past you and
Senna.
what is Senna doing right now in the background?
I've taken the food and I've started eating.
Okay,
I'm
so
hungry.
you're like munching down, and you kind of waves, like, hi.
Not royalty, really. My family just.
You're an elf
Definitely.
though. As an elf,
Definitely. She's royalty, believe me. She's royalty.
I can see it. I can see it. It's all in the ears. All in the ears.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, I mean, just be careful with what you say in regards to the Empire as well. Maybe when you go up that way.
Oh, we won't say anything, believe me, because we really don't know anything.
Yeah.
You know, we're from the new city.
One of those medieval folk, eh?
Yeah, so we don't know jack, so we wouldn't say anything anyway.
You guys got magic, don't you?
Yeah, well, she does, not me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
But
told you, it's all in the ears.
yeah, definitely. You got that, man. Well, thanks for the tip. I really appreciate it, man. And here's a tip. And I give him
Oh, thanks. And how much of a tip do you give him?
I give him 3 silver.
Okay. You give him 3 silver, and he looks at it and pockets it and kind of smiles and nods his head and says, Oh. Before I forget, might be best if you head in through the Crag Pass. Don't take the Ulysses.
Okay, the Crag Pass. Okay. And where is that?
So if you come out of the Desert Gate and you head north, you're going to come to 4 different pathways, all right? And the closest one to the Tender City is going to be the Ulysses. But if you keep heading to the east, you're going to run into a secondary pass. That's the Crag Pass. The guards there are usually more friendly, and they don't charge as heavy of a toll when you come in.
How much is the toll?
It's 10 gold a person, nothing.
10 gold per person? Okay. That's awesome information, man. I really appreciate it. You have a great day.
Yeah, you too.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye. And he gets on his little bike and he rides it down the hallway to the elevators. And then you watch as he awkwardly backs it up into the elevator when the elevator finally arrives as you're closing your door.
Okay.
He rode his bike into the building all the way to our door.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
Weird. Okay.
That's hey.
It is not weird where I come from.
It's a thing. We did it in China.
We did.
Thing.
Everybody did it in China.
That's funny.
I'm telling you.
I'm just gonna keep your bag safe. People want to swipe it.
You would not be surprised if you were like walking down a hallway at like 3 a.m. and one of your neighbors is driving their bike.
Mm-hmm.
Either walking it or driving their bike.
To their apartment, yeah.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. It's a thing.
Excuse me.
Okay.
Anyways.
I'm going to look up on the internet to see whether or not there is a big bank exchange rate for these onyx
King's Gold.
pieces, King's Gold.
So you go ahead and you look up the local banks, and the first bank you see is S&B, and you go on their website and you check out what exchange rates are, and it at the top of the exchange rate is Faerun Gold, and it's currently going for a 1-to-1 rate. Below that is Dwarven Gold, which is at a 0.75 to 1 rate. And then below that is Human Gold, which is at a 0.5 to 1 rate. That's all you see.
So they don't take the onyx coins?
If they do, it's not listed here on their site.
Okay, I give them a call.
Okay, you go ahead and give them a call, and you have to go through the several different bot commands and just speak a few words here or there to finally get somebody on the phone. And eventually, you hear a woman answer, "Hello."
Hi. I wanted to know. I got these onyx coins that are called King's Gold, and I wanted to know what the exchange rate for those are.
King's Gold Onyx coins. Give me a moment. And she puts you on hold, and you dun 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 dun. 20 minutes later. Yeah. Hi. Would that be King's Gold from the feudal tribes up northeast or northwest?
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, there is an exchange rate on that. It's on 0.75.
0.75 for every on every gold.
Yeah.
Oh boy, that's
7
kinda
silver for
steep.
everyone.
Oh boy, that sucks. Okay. Geez, I guess I'll just have to hold on to them and wait to exchange them up there because they do 30 gold per coin there.
Yeah, unfortunately, we don't get a lot of trade from them. They seem to be a bit on the racist side, so their currency isn't as good here.
I see. So that's the issue. Oh, okay. Hey, well, I appreciate the information. Thanks a lot.
No problem. And feel free to come by any of our branches here at S&B. We're happy to take your money.
Sure. I think I'll just before I leave, I've gotta pull some money out of my card in order to help with our travels.
All right. Well, if you're near any of the apartments, there should be a local S&B ATM near you.
How do I use my card with an ATM?
Oh, there's directions on the ATM. It's usually just a slot in, take out, enter a PIN number, and it'll show you your bank account information.
And how do I know which bank my card uses?
It should have a QR code. Do you know what that is? They're kind of new.
Not really, no.
Okay. So, do you have your card in hand, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Could you go ahead and flip to the back of the card? That's the
Okay,
blue
do that.
side. And you'll see down at the bottom left-hand corner, there's this like weird gold-plated chip thing, and next to that, there's a small black and white symbol.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah. So what you want to do is you want to take the phone that you're calling me on now, and you're going to go ahead and scan the code with your phone.
Okay, is there a special button that scans it?
It should be either in your phone settings, or if you go to your phone's camera, there's usually like a QR scanner mode.
Oh, okay. I will do that immediately after I get off the phone with you. And that'll tell me which bank?
Yeah, that should tell you which bank and what your bank number is, your bank ID.
Okay, all right, awesome. And then I can find an ATM for my bank, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thanks a lot. I appreciate the information. Bye-bye.
Yeah, no problem. Have a good one. She hangs up.
Okay, I scan my my QR code.
All right, you scan your QR code, and you're with Dwarves Royalty Bank.
Really? Dwarves Royalty Bank. That's interesting. Okay. Dwarves Royalty Bank. Okay. I'm gonna look up Dwarves Royalty Bank and see whether or not this card will be good when I get to the Dwarven lands.
Okay. You go ahead and you look up their main site, and as you get to their main site, they have this beautiful black and gold webpage that has their insignia in the center of it, which is a large warhammer, all gold warhammer with the All Fathers symbol emblazoned on the side of it, and a gold crown with several jewels in it inlaid slightly off kilter, sitting on top of the hammer. And you go ahead and check the locations that it can be used, and it says Tanu and Dwarven territories, as well as the human cities of the desert.
Cool. Hey guys, we can use our cards in the Dwarven territories. Besides
cards?
Tanu, you know our cards. You know these cards.
I don't have that.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Make a history check, Dash.
If I do have it, I know I zeroed it out because I got proper gold like a sensible person.
But you still have a card.
You don't have a card?
No, I not have little tiny thing.
Yeah, you do. We gave you this card. You have a card.
Senna, the chicken is excellent.
This chicken is really good, guys. You should really eat. Sasha, you should stop calling banks and eat some of this food before it gets cold.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit down and eat.
The
And I'm
National
just gonna-
Geographic on horses is ending, and now they're doing a National Geographic on pandas.
Okay, I'm changing the channel.
Regular or red? Wait,
Red.
regular or red?
Red.
We need to watch this.
Particularly their pandas from 3 of the different zoos within the Dwarven Empire.
Oh.
How cute
my.
those are.
They
We have
don't
to
look
watch
cute.
this.
They look terrifying. Things that will eat me. No, thank you.
It's little.
As I'm chewing. Yeah, they look little now. Wait till you get up close.
Have you even seen one of them in real life before?
A red panda? No.
How would you know they'd eat you?
Definitely not. Because it's a bear.
No comment.
And bears look all cute and fuzzy, but they're not.
I think pandas are bears.
Panda bear.
I don't think pandas are
Red
bears.
pandas are not bears.
I don't think
Panda-
pandas are bears either.
Panda.
I don't know if they
Anyways,
fall
this is
underneath that
irrelevant.
species or not. I'm gonna look that up.
Panda bear.
I really don't think they're bears. I really don't think they're bears.
Yeah, well, get it away from its food source for a couple of seconds and see what it does to you. Even a
Oh, I'm not saying it
koala will
won't eat
kick
you.
your butt.
Pandas are
Oh, koalas
actually
are mean.
bears.
Panda bear. Bear. Bear, don't piss off bear. Bear will eat you. Bear.
I'm not going near any kind of thing that's called a bear, anyways. I
Yeah.
just think these red pandas are cute.
To
No
think
matter-
petrified by teddy bears.
It will eat you.
I'm starting to think that Ellen is the only one who knows what a red panda looks like.
Oh, I know what it looks like, yeah.
It's not like a
I
bear.
looked it up on the internet.
If anything,
No,
it
it
looks
doesn't look like
closer
a
like a
bear. It
ferret
looks
or
like a
something.
weird raccoon.
Yeah,
Okay,
Weird
I'm
raccoon
typing-
ferret.
it's like
Red
it's like a mix
panda
between
bear.
a raccoon and like a fox, sorta.
Let's see.
There you go. Posted it in Discord.
Yeah, a raccoony. Oh, well, yes, it's definitely cute, but it can
Right?
stand on 2 feet
Mhm.
instead
How
of
can I?
having to be on all fours. And when it stands up and on 2 feet, to
Yeah,
me,
it's about waist high.
it looks terrifying considering the fact that I am so freaking short. Bear.
You're terrified of something that's maybe about your size standing up. When we got Nash, who's at least triple both you and my size, just following us around nonstop.
Nash, I know. If I piss him off, he will eat me. So I don't piss him off. This I don't know.
In
I
the
could say
television, it's
Hachu
not in
and
the
it would
room with
eat
us.
me.
We're all okay. We're okay. We're gonna be okay.
Uh-huh. Bear.
Not a bear.
Point being, are we ready to leave soon?
I thought we were sleeping here
We're
for the
going
night.
to eat.
Didn't we just
we're
sleep
going
outside
to
the cave?
Wash,
I
we're
don't
going
know.
to sleep and let our animals rest, and then we're gonna go.
You took a long rest outside of the cave. That doesn't require that you sleep. You could have.
We didn't really sleep well. We couldn't have because we were out in the middle of fog, crazy nowhere. And I'm washing my hair, by the way.
Okay. You wash your hair. All right.
And probably do a miserable job of blow drying it.
Eventually, you all go ahead and eat and watch whatever you want to watch on TV and get yourself some proper rest. And you're not sure if it's the morning or not, but that alarm clock over there, and you've been told it's an alarm clock, is telling you that it's 6:38 in the morning, and it keeps blaring this weird, awkward sound.
Okay, I turn it off.
Okay, turn it off.
And, okay, it's time for us to let's have some breakfast and then get going. And I make, I guess we. Is there anything in the refrigerator to make breakfast with? Probably
Doubt
not.
it.
I can make breakfast out of our rations, I guess.
There are lots of drinks in the refrigerator that you're not sure if they're expired or not. There's some leftover food that's definitely expired.
I'm gonna throw that away.
Were there any
Um,
leftovers
to
from
the
dinner? We could just
trash.
eat that.
Yeah, you've got leftovers from dinner too.
Yeah,
Just eat some noodles and make a
Yeah.
little breakfast stir fry. It's fine.
yeah. We'll eat leftovers, and I'll make sure I get all the expired stuff in bags, and take it down to the trash bin on our way out.
So you guys get yourselves ready, and as you're taking out the trash, and everyone else is getting ready upstairs.
I didn't get the call. Did I? I didn't get the call.
You check your messages. You have a text message.
Okay, what was the text message? say?
It just says that you're you were supposed to deliver some seaweed from a caravan, or you were
We
supposed to
did that.
secure the contract to get the seaweed. You secured
Yeah,
that
I did.
contract,
We did that.
and they got their first shipment, and pay will be transferred to your cards.
Does it say anything about Senna?
No.
Oh, well.
All right, I give him a call real quick.
Okay, you give them a call. Hello?
Hey, this is Sasha Oak River. I've got real quick. I've got 2 questions. When will pay be transferred to our cards for the seaweed shipment? And the second one is, you said we had some sort of other contract.
No,
plus-
the other contract was, I had that in my notes. It's an older contract that you guys had already completed. I just hadn't marked it off my notes. That's all.
Oh, okay.
In regards to being, it should already be in your account by now.
Ooh, ask him. Dash doesn't have a
Okay.
card.
And somehow or other, Dash does not have his card.
Yes, he does. We transferred it to his account this morning.
Dash, you have your card. They transferred your money to your account this morning.
Just because he has an account doesn't mean he has his
But
card.
apparently he doesn't have
You
his
can go to the bank.
If he's
We need
lost
it.
his card, he's going to have to go to whichever bank you guys registered with. So
Apparently, according to my card,
they should all be the
is
same, yeah.
Dwarves Royalty Bank.
Yeah, make your way there and tell him that he lost his card.
Okay. What was it you needed to talk to Senna, right?
I didn't need to talk to Senna, no. There was just someone that wanted to talk to Senna. I haven't gotten a word back from them yet.
Senna, there was somebody that apparently wanted to meet with you or talk with you here in the city, but he hasn't got word back with them yet.
Okay. He doesn't have a name or anything?
You don't have a name or anything?
It was. Hold on. And you can hear the shuffling paper in the background. Lady Regalia.
A Lady Regalia?
She's an elf, royalty,
Hmm.
Northeastern District.
Northeastern District elf royalty.
That's interesting.
It,
All right.
I haven't gotten a message back from her or her assistant yet, but I took the note. It says maybe about 3 days after you guys initially left.
Oh, apparently it was 3 days after we left that
Hmm.
she sent a message. Do you want to send her back a message?
I guess.
Um,
Well, I mean, we're not going to be here for very long.
yeah, we're just about to leave again. In the dwarven nation that we're about to go to, will our cell phones work there?
Make sure to call it the Dwarven Empire. They get really picky about that. Yeah, they should.
I'm sorry, the dwarven empire. So when we reach the dwarven empire, our phones will work. So you can tell her, the lady, that we are on our way to the dwarven empire, and it should probably take us a couple of days journey. Once we reach there, she'll be able to call Senna on her phone.
All right, you guys going by foot, or are you taking an airship? What's the?
I didn't realize there was an airship.
Okay.
How much are airships?
That depends on who you buy the ticket from, and also your timeline.
Well, how fast do airships get you there?
Compared to what? Walking?
We're on horseback.
I mean, it's maybe a 3-week journey on horseback. An airship will get you in there in 4 days.
Oh, it sounds like we'd rather do the airship. How much is how can we go get airship tickets?
Either go to the airport or order them online.
Okay. All right. Can you tell me how much we got for the seaweed?
It should be 3,000 a person.
3,000 per person? 3,000 gold?
Yes. What other?
Awesome. Okay. All right. So we will go ahead and we will contact the bank and get his card, and we'll try to get airship.
You might not be able to get a hold of his card today. It is Festus Day, so
Is
the
it a
banks might
holiday?
be closed. Yeah, it's currently a holiday.
Well, when will the holiday be over?
Tomorrow, but
Festus Day, not Festus Week.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for the information. Since it's a holiday, I guess we might not also be able to get the tickets until tomorrow.
you should be able to get the tickets online. The airport's still open.
Okay. Well, I will order us some tickets online, and we'll go by the bank tomorrow to go get his card. Since airship seems to be the fastest way that we could possibly travel. Thank you for the information. It's much appreciated.
Yep.
Goodbye.
Bye. And he hangs up.
Given overhearing some of that, can Desh think, oh, I have a card that looks like yours. Can I rummage through my pack to see if I tossed the card in there, completely forgot about it a long time ago?
Absolutely. Make me an investigation check. I was just looking for a 10, yeah. You go through your pack, and towards the bottom, like wedged in the corner behind some rations, you find the card.
We
Oh,
got 3,000
thing.
gold each on that card,
Oh,
by the way.
so I bring this to a place, I get 3,000 gold?
Well, just leave it on the card for right now, because when we get to the northern dwarven area, that 3,000, you will be able to use that card with your money instead of
But
carrying
I
around
can-
money.
I can get those money that I could use anywhere, not just fancy places like
That's
this dwarf
true.
place.
That's true. There is 3,000 gold on it.
So I can get 3,000 gold to put in my bag of holding.
Yes, but you won't be able to do it until tomorrow because today is a holiday. And also, he told me that we can take an airship to the dwarven empire.
A boat in the sky?
Yes, a boat in the sky, and that boat will only take us 4 days versus the 3 weeks it would take us if we
Could
were just on our
we-
mounts.
Could we borrow Skyboat and fly across the ocean?
I did not ask him about that, but I will search it on the internet. The
If
problem
can
is
fly, then we avoid
going-
you're scared of water and we still cross sea like I want.
going across the ocean, though, we don't know where we're going. And we
I know
can't
where we
just
go.
stop an airship and say, let us down.
I know where we go. I feel where to go.
I know, but with a boat, we can navigate to where we need to go. Turn right, turn left,
But
go
with
east, go south.
We can do that with airboat. An airboat better, because then we can take airboat onto land if it's not on coast.
I'll research that on the internet. That's what I do.
Investigation check.
Okay, and I might as well order a larger breakfast since we're not going. So this is an
what's Senna doing
investigation?
while this is going on? Yeah, investigation. check for you.
I'm watching TV.
Anything in particular?
Looking-
Anything that strikes her fancy?
Just really cheesy elven soap operas.
I'm looking for some sort of a reality competition show.
Oh, God,
There
Edward.
are so many on that are all Festus
Wow.
Day themed right now.
Yes, that is what I'm watching.
Yeah. You find a show called Tinu Brother.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. Tinu brother. Wow. A brother from another mother.
No. It's literally Big Brother, but Tinu thing. With a Tinu twist.
Oh, yay. You know, on one of these channels, there's some just schmuck documentary, and look at these village of savages. They just film Windgrove about its day-to-day life.
So
Do you search the channel guide to find that?
I don't know what she's looking at. She's looking at a magic box that projects tiny people.
I would try to find
roll me a
the
D100 and call
trashiest
high or
thing
low.
I can.
Wow.
Roll me a D100 and call high or low.
We're special
Senna.
people.
Me? So,
Okay.
We're very special people.
I'm gonna call hi. Oh.
Yeah, no. Yeah, you don't run anything about Windgrove or anything like that as you're searching for the trashiest thing.
Too bad.
As you're searching through and you finally find Tinu Brother, what you also find in the next channel over is Keeping Up with the Bradshaws.
Oh my. Okay, do I find the information about charting an airship?
So you find that there are several different companies that all handle airships, and there's several locations to choose. You can choose one of the various human cities. You can choose the Dwarven Empire. You can choose a local charter domestic flight to another part of the Tenno City, seeing as the Tenno City is so fucking huge that occasionally it's easier just to take a plane. And also, you find some travel destinations to the Southern Wingalian Empire.
All right, are there any ships where you can charter where you can just mark your own course if you're looking for something and you don't have a specific destination?
Make me another investigation check.
Okay.
There isn't. However, what you do find is you could buy your own airship.
How much are they?
Well, the smaller ones, which only fit 2 people, start off at 135,000 gold pieces, and the bigger ones that could actually fit your party as well as your animals would run you maybe about anywhere between 212 to 235,000 gold pieces.
Good God. All right. That is not the answer. I tell all of this to the party.
And we just have to either earn money or guess still go for boat. Or rent at least ship to go to place.
Make me another investigation check while you're on the pages for buying an airship.
Okay, investigation. No.
No. Okay. No additional information.
I'm going to see how much it would be to chart a boat for a period of time from the dwarves.
So to chart a boat, it takes you down this complicated route where first you have to get the tickets to get on the plane to go to the Dwarven Empire. Then you would have to chart the ship itself, which runs roughly about... it depends on timeline. How long are you looking to chart a boat?
Let's say 2 weeks.
2 weeks. 2 weeks will run you about 45,000 gold pieces.
45. Oh, Lord have mercy. What about a couple of days?
2 days will only run you about anywhere between 4.5 to 10, depending on the quality of ship you're looking for, 1,000 gold pieces.
Oh, these prices. These prices are killing us. How much will it cost us to get the airfare for our trip from here to the Dwarven Empire with our mounts?
With your mounts included, 1,500 for the whole party.
Okay, at least we have the money to do the airship to the Dwarven lands. The problem is, once we get there, we will not have enough money to chart a ship to where we want to go. So we're going to have to do something in the Dwarven lands in order to go ahead and earn that written letter and see what we can do about getting that favor for a boat, because I'm telling you, these prices are, this is not within the range of what we have available.
Mm-hmm. Now that you're on a somewhat similar but slightly different web page, go ahead and make me another investigation check.
Okay.
$13. Okay, I was looking for 12. All right. Within the link of the page, there is a rent to own for airships.
Okay. How much is the rent to own?
It is 5,000 gold a month. And depending on what company you do the renting through, there's either a 3.4 to a 5% tax.
Okay, maybe we can rent it for a month. What do you guys think?
This is specifically rent to own, so you rent it out until eventually you pay off the cost.
Oh my god. Ugh. Do we want
Yeah,
to
I think our best bet is going to be to get in good with one of the dwarven noble houses and get a pass on one of their ships.
Because I mean, I could see renting it for a month, but this is not being stuck with the whole cost for wow, guys.
I mean, maybe we can find a vessel that needs entertainment and I can earn part of our passage by playing music.
Well, we'll just we'll do the best we can. Because right now we definitely we have enough for our airfare to the dwarf lands. But past that, oh wow. That's
Well, let's get to the dwarf city and we'll figure it out from there.
yeah, we'll have to figure it out from there.
Okay. So you go ahead and buy the tickets?
Uh
And if so, for what day?
yeah.
And you can see that the further out you set the date, the cheaper the tickets become.
What date are we, since it's only going to take us 4 days, what date are we're going to set out?
They like to leave soon as possible.
Okay. I hear you. It's just okay. All right. So obviously we can't leave today because today is a holiday. So what I will schedule us for is how much would it be, like 2 days from now for all of us?
2 days from now, about 850 gold pieces.
Okay, I'll do 2 days from now.
Okay.
That will give us enough time for Senna to go ahead and make her acquaintance with this lady, and see whether or not maybe she has some leeway with the dwarves. Maybe we can get an inroads that way. It will also give us enough time for Desh to go to the bank and pull all his money out, and let him do any shopping he might want to do beforehand, and give our mounts plenty of rest, and also let me do some research to see whether or not we need motion sick pills or anything like that.
Okay. You go ahead and book those tickets, and it is set for 2 days from now at 9 a.m.
Okay, 800 and what?
850 gold pieces.
850, which is 850 divided by 3. So I'm gonna go ahead and pay off my card, and I'll ask everybody else for their part of the balance.
Ding dong.
I'll go check the door.
Same guy's back, and he's just like, "Hey, you ordered some breakfast."
Yeah, we did. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, here you go. And here you go. And here you go. Yep, that's everything.
Thank you.
All right, you have a good one.
You too. Take care. Bye.
Right, Spike back over to the elevator.
Okay, I sit down to a hearty breakfast.
All right.
So, when Dash, when you go to the bank, just hand me back 284 gold. And Senna, when you go to the bank, or if you want to, I don't know if you can transfer it from card to card. I don't know.
I have that much on me right now, so I can give it to you right now.
Okay. All right. So that will go ahead and pay me back for everybody else's portion.
Okay. You guys are all set. So, that is where we're going to take our first break. And, looking at the time, that's where we're going to take our midway break. And we will be back soon. BRB! Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Black Waves. So, picking off where we left off, you've just finished booking the flight, as it were, and you are all in the apartment and have just received a hearty breakfast from the DoorDash.
I'm gonna see if there are any dress shops open.
Most of them read as closed, but there's one that's open, about 2 miles away.
Do they have fancy clothes or just normal clothes?
Normal clothes.
Okay, so I'll look for one that's a fancy one that'll be open tomorrow.
Okay. You find 3 of them that are relatively close by.
Okay. I figure tomorrow we'll go get our fancy clothes, so we'll be presentable. And I tell everybody that it won't be open until tomorrow, and relax for the rest of the day and watch TV.
Fantastic. So you guys have quite a few hours of downtime. What would you guys like to get done over the 2-day period?
Dash is gonna get all kinds of antsy waiting, but I guess first and foremost, if he gets the chance, he's definitely gonna get that money out of the bank.
Mm-hmm. You are easily able to do so. You don't even have to go to the bank. As you can see, there is an ATM in the first floor lobby of your apartment building.
I can just use it to get my stuff out.
Mm-hmm.
How much do I lose?
How much do you lose? You
You don't use an
lose.
ATM without it fucking taxing the shit out of you.
It does not tax you for using your own bank's ATM.
Well, some ATMs work. Fucking service fees.
Service fees comes when you use a different bank's.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna get some fancy dress attire and drag Senna along to get some fancy dress attire.
Mhm.
So we'll be presentable.
All right, you both run yourself back about 15 silver pieces. So a gold, 5 silver.
I mean, I am not going to wear a dress. I'll wear a fancy pantsuit or something if I have to.
Mm-hmm.
Floor bath and all.
I'm not gonna wear a dress.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll also get a pantsuit.
So you guys go ahead and get your suits, and you do any other activities that you want to for the next day. And just as the day is ending, you guys get a call.
Hello?
Hey, is this Sasha Oak River?
Yes, this is.
All right, great, fantastic, great number. All right, so I've got a few more city contracts if you want to look over those and maybe take on some jobs. Pay's decent.
Sure. What do you got?
Give me 1 second here. So from the looks of it, I've got a missing mining excavation. They're setting up a few crews to go and search out the people who won on the excavation itself. That's paying roughly about 2,500 a person. I'm looking at one is to do some scouting out in the desert. It looks like they want you to go to a temple that's been found near Kervala. That one's paying 10,000 gold a person. And I got another contract here that's it looks like more of a rough up the Thieves Guild in town sort of job, and that one's only paying 5,000 a person.
Okay, well, hold on for a second. I discussed that with my team members
Okay.
and asked them, I tell them, 10,000 sounds like the best one.
Also sounds like something that would take our attention for a while.
Well, we need money in order to charter a boat or be able to charter get an airship. We're going to have to do something in order to earn that money. So what do you want to do?
Or we not need money and we learn what is needed and we put in the work ourselves.
What do you think, Senna?
I mean, I think we committed ourselves to do this with Dash, and we can't ask him to keep delaying it. I think.
Well, it won't be necessarily a delay. We need money in order to go after the heart. Once we get to the Dwarven city, we're going to need the cash in order to chart either an airship or a boat.
I don't care. I mean,
Dash, do you want to
Ellen's
just
famous words, I don't care. Just do it. Just do the
get
thing.
there and not have the money and then figure it out then?
What if we spend so much time getting money and we get more than we actually know we need? Then we have coin, but then I have what for waiting so long?
All right, then we won't take any of the contracts, okay? Well, is that what you want to do?
Have not presented why we need it, other than we need money for the problems that might happen.
It's not a might happen, it's a definitely will happen because we need the transportation.
At the very least, we go and we learn. We need such important things, then we can learn.
Fine. Okay, fine. I get back on the phone and say, sorry, at this time, because we're going after one specific thing, we can't take any contracts or things for offering.
Okay.
Have we gotten any news back from the lady?
1 moment. Well, it looks like you're not getting any news back from her from the reason that she's on the excavation that's missing.
She's on the excavation that's missing. Oh my. Okay.
Yeah, I do have actually some extra details from her assistant. It looks like she was trying to hire you guys out initially for this, and instead she hired a couple other people out.
Well, that's unfortunate. Thanks for letting us know. We appreciate it. We'll be heading out tomorrow, and unfortunately, we're not taking any of those positions because we have some urgent business we have to take care of. But
Yeah. All right.
I'll contact you again next time we're in the city.
Sure thing. I'll keep an ear open.
All right, thanks. Bye-bye.
Talk to you later. And he hangs up.
Okay, well, at least we have nice dresswear. And I tell everybody what happened. She's on the excavation, apparently, and has gone missing. Apparently that was something she wanted to hire us out for, but took another group in, and now she's missing.
I mean, I don't know her. That's sad, but
yeah, it's tragic. So we take the next day, and I guess
you take the next morning, and you get prepared,
get our mounts, and head out to the airship with our tickets.
You make your way out to the airport, and you take the subways there, and eventually you make it to the airport. It's a large, bustling set of buildings that are on this massive spire that stretches out for maybe a good mile or so in either direction as you come to it. And you have to take several different cargo elevators just to get to the main terminal floor.
Yeah, because of our mounts.
Yeah, eventually you guys do make it up to the terminal floor. You go ahead and get your tickets, and they tell you to go to Launch Pad 3. And after you get there and you wait like the 30 or so minutes that they make you wait before finally they call for boarding, you go ahead and they bring you out to this large runway that is still underneath a portion of the mountain. However, you see that above it are two huge metal doors built into the ceiling of the mountain. And you watch as they slowly begin to open above you as you're heading out onto the runway. And in front of you, what you can see are, Desh described it very closely, boats in the sky. As you are greeted by large metallic, they would look like modern day cruise ships. However, on either side, on the back and front of the ships, you see these massive engines that are attached to them that are slowly whirling up. And you guys are brought on board. You're brought to your cabins, and quarters are a little tighter than you'd like. Not for Desh, though. Desh is fine. And eventually take off, head into the sunset, or head into the morning sunrise on your way to the Dwarven Empire.
Okay.
4 days later, after some great food, interesting conversations here and there with some of the passengers on board, you can finally feel, as you've been going through sort of a rather bland looking sky for the last 4 days, and occasionally if you look over the edge you can see down to the ground below, you finally feel the ship beginning to make its way down towards the ground. And slowly but surely you can see a massive mountain range, much larger than the mountain range that you flew out of where the Tenu City was, that takes up most of the north of the landmass that you can see out to, all the way until finally maybe a good 20 or so miles north, you finally just see the mountain range cut off, and there's ocean. And in that ocean, you can see several tiny gold dots just sprinkled about all over the ocean. As you begin to descend lower and lower and eventually get closer to the mountain range, you can kind of make out those gold dots a little bit better, as you can see that they're actually ships. Several of them.
Cool.
Floating out in the water. Until eventually you lose sight of them in one of the mountain peaks as you're descending downwards. You watch as the ship touches down on a runway, and you can hear the automatic doors opening and the ramps being released as you gather your things and step out and step onto the runways of the Dwarven Empire. You are immediately met by roughly about 30 armed individuals who are escorting a couple of civilians who have these large metal wagons, is the best way you can describe them, attached to a small machine cart that makes its way over to your ship. And you can see as several people begin loading their luggage onto these wagons.
Okay, all right. Get my mount and head on out.
You guys get your mounts. You make your way to civilization, as it were, and getting through to the terminal proper. You're once again greeted by an even bigger cargo elevator as eventually you are lowered down into the Dwarven Empire. And you can see out into it. It is a massive, bustling city in all different directions. It's a city practically aglow. And you can see several cars and other vehicles that you don't recognize flying through the skies underneath the mountain as you slowly descend down. And then eventually as the elevator hits the ground and its doors open, you're greeted by bustling streets and several dwarves.
All right, so where do you think we should go from here?
Which side of the city was facing like the ground, like the ocean?
You're facing the ocean at this point when you come down the cargo elevator. And you
Oh,
can
there's ships
just
on the water.
see
There's got to be like a admiralty or something.
something like that. But you can see as far north as you look, it's just endless city. And it's a little hilly as well. So there are ups and downs in the city off in the distance. And you can just barely make out on the crest of the city's edge, off in the distance, peaks of natural sunlight and the faintest hint of a blue ocean.
So, Dash, does it feel like we're any closer?
I imagine not. Right, I'm not getting a feel everything's close or anything, right?
When you concentrate on the heart, yes, it does actually feel a bit closer.
Because I thought it was west, not north.
It is west, but you have to you had to get a bit north anyways when you were traveling out there. So it's a tiny bit it's not much, but it is a tiny bit closer.
It's weak, but feel it is a bit closer.
Okay. All right, so what do you think we should do at this point in order to chart a boat? Because
You watch as a couple of people in their mounts also make their way over to the cargo elevator, and you can see it's a mix of dwarves, gnomes, and halflings, and they've all got their luggage packed up on animals. Animals you don't recognize at all. It's like a crossbreed between an elephant and a camel is what you're staring at, and it's just weird, large, furry, and tan. And as they make their way to the cargo elevator, they kind of all stop and stare at you, and you hear one of the dwarves go, "Hey, get out of the fucking elevator, let's go!"
Okay, we get out of the elevator.
Jesus Christ! Fucking people! Go! Stop gawking! Get the fuck out! And eventually you finish moving your stuff, and they all begin to pile on. The last thing you hear as the elevator closes is, "Goddamn Taurus!"
All right, Dash, lead the way. Where do you think we should go?
Well, I mean, Dash is either looking around for it or just in generally making his way for the coast.
Okay. Desh, you begin to just start making your way towards the coast, and you begin navigating the streets, and you can see actually there is a section of the road on either side that is designated for animals. As you can see, several people do have animalistic mounts that they're riding around in, or have pulling a cart or something like that that's moving around. And you also notice that there are a few individuals that you think maybe might be guards that are in what actually looks like normal plate armor. They have hammers on their belts, but they're also carrying some of those weird to-do guns. And they are walking around. You can see each of them has on their breastplate what looks like the symbol of the Allfather imprinted on it. And make me an Arcana check, Cinna. You think you hear the faintest bit of a magical enchantment being whispered, as one of the carts goes by, but it's lost in the sound of the city. A couple of hours pass, and you're making your way up the incline of one of the hills when finally you can see the ocean itself come into view. You can see that there are 12 large, almost cave entrance-like carve-outs in the mountain where the ocean is. You can see there's this massive harbor that stretches out into the water for maybe about a mile through each of the 12 different carved out pieces of mountain. And there are dozens of these immaculate golden, bronze, and copper ships that are making their way in and out of the various different ports.
I'm just following Dash.
Okay. Dash, you continue to travel, and you can see as you travel and get closer and closer to the harbor that by the time you are finally arriving at the massive gated entrance to the harbor, the sun is already beginning to set. You've traveled that long. And you're greeted by quite a number of individuals. The gatehouse that you sort of come up to, the gates are open, and you can just see massive containers all spread about and stacked up, and there's several individuals running around in yellow vests and orange vests and green vests and purple vests. And you can see there's the gatehouse itself. There's a small little chair that a guy's sitting in, and he's got what looks like a computer next to him. He's got a headset on, and he's kind of just leaning against the desk that the computer's sitting on, and looks up at you. Hey, how you doing, folks?
You are one to speak to about ships.
Yeah, sure. What do you need?
I need ships to take me across the ocean.
All right, where are you going?
Whatever place is west.
Yeah, there are a couple
ocean.
places west, buddy. And you can see this is a half-orc who's talking to you. What place west do you want to go? I mean, are we talking about Nusalia, Newfoundland? What are we looking at?
I am not from this place. I come from another realm. I seek something that I only know is west of the current place we are now.
All right. Well, the charted areas that I've got, for people to hire out is Nusalia, Newfoundland, and the Caligula Islands. I mean, what are you looking for?
Can I at all get like a more? Is it like northwest, southwest, straight west from where I currently am?
Straight west from where you currently are.
Is there a map like on the wall?
There's not a map on the wall, but you can see he's looking at a map on the computer.
What place is closest to straight due west?
There's Caligula Isles is straight due west, as well as the archipelago, but I don't have any charts for the archipelago. There's no civilization out there.
Would ships with great fires on top of them go there?
Great fires.
As that true is best to convey like what the ship is like.
Sure. Go ahead and make me a history check.
Okay.
As you try and convey this odd-looking ship with a massive burning brazier in the center.
Fucking hell.
So that's all you get out. It's a massive ship with a burning brazier in it. And he's like, I don't know.
Was pursued by the ships filled with demons when it vanished and
everything's pursued by the demon ships. I mean, that's just the ocean, bud. You know what? Come here, bud. And he motions for you to come over. And he sits you down in the chair, and he says, all right, here's the map here. He scrolls over to the west. He says, all right, these are the archipelagos, and you can see this massive chain of islands that form a huge archipelago. And go ahead and make me an Arcana check with advantage.
Do I sense the heart through the internet?
No, no, you do not. And he says, okay, this is the archipelago. I don't have any charters here for like straight up travel, but I could maybe get you, maybe a smaller time boat would go out there. I'd have to check around with the caps. Then we got the Caligula Islands. I mean, I've got all sorts of cruise ships that go out that way. I've got naval vessels that go out that way. Of course, you wouldn't be able to hire those, but what do you... Okay, past that, I mean, way past that and more to the northwest, and you start to scroll on the map. We got the Newfoundlands, and it is this massive continent that looks like Australia.
Doesn't mean anything to Dash. He just got
No,
the
that's for
go
player
that way.
knowledge. For player knowledge, you know it looks like Australia.
Well, yeah, I know that, but as far as Dash is concerned, these words and these things he's showing me nothing.
I mean, I've got plenty of ships that'll take you there too. If you just want to like hire a boat and for maybe a week or so and just have it go where you want, I can maybe charter you for a deep sea fishing excavate or deep sea fishing excursion or something like that, and we'll just call it that. I got to call it something in the system, but
How much would that be?
what size boat you looking for?
Just big enough.
And
for-
also, I should mention how heavily armed.
It needs to be big enough for all of us in our mounts.
All right, I can
And
easily fit
whatever
that.
crew.
Yeah.
And we're just heading straight west as far as we know.
No. That's how heavily armed.
Personal guns, but yeah, not sure. Just ship that could somewhat defend itself.
Okay, yeah, that's more what I'm looking for, bud, and somewhat can defend itself in open one. All right, give me a minute here, and he kind of moves you out of the way, Dash, and he opens up a separate window, and he starts typing through, and you can see he goes to an Excel spreadsheet. You remember that name from your time researching on your phones, and he starts going through and doing a bunch of filters on it, and actually says, all right, I've got 3 ships that I could book you on. I mean, the first ship's how many? All right, here's what I'm gonna say. To get to the Newfoundlands, you're looking at like a 2-week charter. That's gonna run you about 4,500 gold pieces a person. All right. Now, if we're talking about just going to the Isles is only gonna run you like 1,500 a person for a week's charter.
Why don't we try that?
Which one?
The Isles.
Okay, the Isles, 1,500 a person. All right, yeah. Decently armed. So, all right, you want a food plan? Or you want to catch your own?
Food plan.
All right, food plan. That's
Can
another
catch
10
my
gold
own.
person. All right, 10 gold for the ladies. All right. You bringing your own food for your mountains, or should that be provided?
That should be
We'll
provided.
bring food.
Okay.
What
Look,
she said.
I'm getting a lot of back and forth here, people. Could you just stick to one answer?
That should
I'll
be-
keep my mouth shut.
All right. Provided. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. You're gonna be going to Dock 11. You're looking for the Anisadora. Captain Yasha, you'll notice her, big fucker. Big woman, I should say. Scarred, gray skin, long braids. Anyways, yeah. You pay her, you don't pay me. Don't even think about grabbing cards or nothing. All right? Go on through.
How much is it?
1,500 a person for the travel, then for your animals, it's going to be another 30 gold, and then for your food stipends for the 2 of you and not him, it's 20 gold on top of that.
Okay. All right, let's go.
All right, go to Dock 11.
Okay, you
Let's
guys
finally
make the
make
long
progress.
and arduous journey to Dock 11, as it takes you another 2.5 hours, and it is the sun is finally set by the time you finally reach Dock 11. Excuse me. And you can see that there are dozens of ships that are lined up at the docks. But as you make your way down the harbor, you get about half a mile into the actual ocean itself before you finally reach her ship. And it's about the size of a galleon, all metal, and it is black and gold. There are a couple of weapons that you can see that are lining the front and back of the ship, but not very many, and they look rather small for some of the other ships that you've seen, weapon-wise. But you are greeted by a tall woman, 9'4", gray skin, scars over her chest from the t-shirt that you can see, from what of her chest you can see. And she is wearing some black cargo pants, and you can see several people crawling all over her ship, getting things set up and prepared. And she has very long braids that go right about to the midriff of her back. And she's kind of just picking away at her nails as you guys approach.
Okay. Dash, you explain, and we will pay her.
Would approach her and you are the captain of ship, yes?
Yeah, that's me. What do you? She stands up and stands at her full 9'3", and kind of towers over you guys. What are you looking for?
I am told by man at desk who coordinates ships and has computer that you are heading to Isles to the west.
We can take
I
you out
wish-
there, yeah. Give me a moment. And she goes over, and next to each of the ships that are docked, you can see that there's a small terminal that's set up, and she goes and she starts typing away at it. And she's, I got you set up right here. Don't worry. Okay, half up front, half when we get there.
Alright, so to math, it's 1,500. So 750 up front with another 30 for Nash. So 765. Now where's my phone? Because it has a
So
calculator on it.
basically, it's going to be 800 there, 800 back.
Roughly, yeah.
And you need to explain to her we're not actually going fishing. We're going to look for something that you have magical connection to.
I mean, I would assume that Dash is probably going fishing, considering he didn't buy any food.
But
Well,
yes, I would.
The 800 would guarantee him food. So we wouldn't have to worry about fishing. The real fishing is fishing for the heart.
So you go to West Islands and you are going to fish, so no set destination before having to return.
Right. You're
I'm
fishing
talking to
for
her.
the
That's what I've
heart.
got so far. I've got that you're looking for a deep sea fishing, close by the West
yes.
Isles.
I am going to fish for something that might be in water, but might also be inland near water we sail in.
So you're looking for an item. I got you. Yeah. Okay. You looking for more of a drop off and stay deal, or drop off and I go
Unsure.
We don't know.
Likely drop off and return with you if possible, but not know the terrain. Only have feeling, like pointing to his heart, like he can feel something inside of him. I only have feeling that tells me when I get closer, not where it is, and do not know how terrain there is, so need to arrive and search.
Well, I've got a crew to feed, so for every day that we're in hold, 25 gold pieces.
That's fair.
Okay, go ahead and get your stuff on board. And just try not to have that, and she points to Nash, eat any of my crew members, please.
He has behaved. If need be, can provide berries to sustain him and I.
Oh. You've converted him to a omnivore? Their species
No.
is normally carnivores.
Can make berries in hand that do not fill but keep body going for day. Basically trying to convey a good berry.
I know what you're trying to do. Just go, huh. You're gonna have to show me that sometime. Anyways. Get your shit together. We'll leave port in say about 6 hours.
Okay, we're ready to board now.
Yeah, that's up to you. You get on.
Yeah, Dash would
Plank's
get on
right
and
there.
find where how best to set his stuff up.
Sure. You guys make your way onto the ship and begin setting yourselves up. They don't show you where to stay or anything like that. They just leave it up to you. And you can see she kind of enters some things in the system. And Desh, as you're about to walk onto the plank, she kind of puts her hand on your head and says, "Ooh, wait. Card, please." Okay. So you go ahead and give her your card, and
Like the bank card.
yeah, that's what she's looking for.
Oh well,
I cleared that. I cleared that out. I have gold.
I know you did, but she did. So
I will hand her my card,
Oh,
and
okay.
she'll
I
and
have coin.
Raw coin will do
Yeah.
too. It's just normally
Okay.
people don't carry raw coin.
Where we are is not always places that take card.
Where are you from?
We from new place, Windgrove. Come through from other realm gone.
Oh, you guys are from one of those weird cities that popped up a couple years ago.
yeah.
Okay. And when she says a couple of years ago, you find it kind of odd because you know for a fact that the cities have been there, at least from what Sypha Diaz has said, for at least a century. But she goes ahead and takes the coin. Whoever gives it to her, whether it's card or physical coin.
I mean, I already started the coin, so I give her my physical coin.
Have fun. And she starts getting her crew together, and they begin making their way onto the ship and getting it ready to take off. And it is 12:21 a.m. So unfortunately, I think we're gonna pause there. And next time on the Black Waves, we'll have some proper Black Wave adventures. So, thank you all so much for coming out. We greatly appreciate each and every one of you, and we will see you guys next week with even more adventures. Adios!
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.